This is Douglas the Dragon, and in this video, his only goal is to chase me and make my life miserable, even if he wrecks everything in his path. And the only way I can escape is by finishing the map. Since I have a bit of experience, I'm going to make it a little bit spicier by trying to finish as many unique maps as possible in 30 minutes. For this to happen, I am going to be playing Dragon Escape found only on the laggy most welcomed Minecraft server Mineplex. Now onto the game plan. With 29 different maps to choose from, going alphabetical isn't ideal, as some of the longest times are at the start, such as Acropolis, and not to mention that there are a lot of new maps. So I'll be playing them at order of release date, since the earlier ones are what I'm more comfortable doing. So let's start the timer and let's begin. The first map is Skylands, and at the start it's really simple since there wasn't any difficulties until you jump over the fence wall. Once over, I look immediately to the left for an easier jump while preventing any landings that could slow me down. After running on top of the pond, instead of following the main path, I decided to leap onto the right for a shortcut. Now normally you have to follow the beacon and go into the pyramid, but I decided to skip all of that by jumping over the lava. And here I could have been a bit quicker if I jumped onto the block instead of the side, but the rest of the jumps are easy, but for some reason I decided to make a mistake here. But I still had momentum, which means that I was safe from Douglas. Then I made another leap so that I don't have to waste time doing 90s. And for some reason, I felt a bit confident, but then I missed a simple jump.
Oh no.
And as you can see, I panicked and started to move erratically. But eventually I got into my groove and started doing 90s like a proper pro. And yeah, from here on out it was basically a very easy and smooth path, and there was not that much to comment here. And so with one last leap, I finished with a time of 92.96 seconds. So I have one flawless run under my belt. The next map is Through Hell, and I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot to leap early for a head start. So when I actually decided to leap, I realized that I leaped way too late, which screwed up my whole entire plan. But I decided to push onwards, as it was only a minor inconvenience. But I guess it affected me mentally, as I literally couldn't land any of my jumps. And that also caused a chain reaction, as Douglas was starting to close on me. Once I got over, it was pretty straightforward, which is avoid the holes on the staircase, don't touch the soul sand, always run in a straight line, avoid the lava. But yeah, since I was a bit too late, Douglas destroyed part of the course.
No.
And that was a surprise for sure.
Oh no.
With the second attempt, I managed to get a very clean leap for an early head start, which meant that I was able to do the leap that I planned. Not only that, but I felt a lot more confident in my jumps, and wait for it. Wow, would you look at that? Absolutely stunning! And not only that, but it also made my other jumps perfect. Sadly,
Oh no, I'm on fire.
which isn't ideal because I know I'll take fall damage for the rest of the way, such as that jump, but it didn't matter because I ran into the fence pole.
No.
So with the third attempt, I failed my early leap for some reason, which was a slight hiccup, but overall I don't think it hurt my overall time that much, and I pretty much blazed through it just like the second attempt, and this time I managed to get past the fence pole. Instead of following the white tiles by going left, I used a shortcut by leaping into the water, or at least the plan was to land in it.
One heart. I can do this. Yes.
Thank God I didn't die and count myself lucky with a time of 64.56 seconds. The next map is Pirate Bay. The start was pretty simple. I just kept following the white tiles. And since I spawned on the left, I pretty much went on the left side. I somehow missed my jump, but luckily I got out really quickly.
Oh no.
Yes. I also used another shortcut which gave me a very strong momentum. It's just simple head hitting, and after here it's just a simple jumps. And then there's also another shortcut where instead of going in the pirate ship, you can just land at the side of the ship. I was a little worried about the next part as I didn't want to get stuck in the slab or chest, but it all worked out. The main path is to follow the white carpet, but I ignored it by going to the other side of the island and leap. The rest should have been guaranteed jumps, but I guess I somehow missed and wasted one of my leaps on accident. Oh. That was the leap that was supposed to be for the end, where I could just jump behind the gold blocks. But luckily the jumps at the end were pretty easy, and overall I was really happy with my time anyway. Let's go! The next map is Frost Run, which has a soft spot in my heart as it was the first map that I learned to complete. And so here the start is also extremely straightforward. And I didn't really need to use the leap here, but since this is an extra leap, I just did it. And here I'm going slab to slab. A lot of people waste time on this part since they don't know that you don't have to stand on the acacia staircase, as the block sticking out is enough to land on the logs. I used another shortcut by using leap and waited for the leap cooldown to finish. And after the leap, for some reason I took my time here, which was unusual, but since it was ice, it wasn't too much of a concern. And here I attempted to get onto the side of the cave, just so that it was easy to get on top of the fence. And once I was on top, I just used my last leap to finish off the map. There we go, 69 seconds. The next map is Into the Jungle,
Alrighty.
where the start was also really easy. There's a shortcut where just by leaping over the bridge and lining myself with the logs in the water. Despite all these easy jumps, I managed to fail, which was pretty embarrassing.
No! No! Oh, I got so cocky.
So with the second attempt, I breezed through it. It's just all simple jumps. And then here I use a leap since I have an extra one. I'm also trying not to get caught on fire and was pretty shocked that I made it out of there unscratched. The bridge here are filled with 4 blocks jumps, which as you can see I'm pretty much taking my time to make those jumps. The next part was pretty much the same as before, except I did not expect to glitch onto the slab like that.
Okay.
And use my leap to shave off the time. And since I was pretty much at the end, I just waited for my leap and finished the map.
Nice. 1.3 minutes. That's good, that's good. We're going at a really good pace. Alright, let's go, go, go.
The next map is Time Travel. It also has a very easy start where you just follow the white tiles. I decided to take the left side since it's easier to do the consistent jumps. And you can also notice that I'm trying to stay as close to the tree to minimize the distance I need to travel. and pretty much followed the path. And here I try to make it so that I just need to do one jump to go across the river and focusing on not slowing down. I did another shortcut which skips the part of running in a semicircle.
Oh, that's gonna cost me so much time.
And as you can see, I stumbled this part.
Oh no.
But even with these mistakes, it only cost me a couple of seconds at most. And so I pick up the pace with that 4-block jump. There's also another secret shortcut where you can just jump into the water, which leads you around the path instead of going into the mountain. After a couple of the timely jumps, I went extremely low here, since I didn't want to get glitched by the slabs or the trapdoors. But once I went past those, it was smooth sailing. The next shortcut is to leap onto the dragon wing, which is massive as I didn't have to worry about jumps. But the downside is that I have to do a leap of faith.
Okay. Oh, no! No!
I was so close to the end, but I failed my jump. So with the second attempt, I did the leap of faith again. But this time I took so much damage because not only did I glitch onto the lily pad, but I also got rubber band, which left me at 1.5 health. Despite this, I managed to complete the map.
2 minutes. Okay. Under 2 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Considering I wasted 2 of my leaps, I think I'm at a pretty good time.
Lotus Crescent has a lot of slabs at the start which could easily slow you down, and the best way to prevent it is to try and run as straight as possible. As you can see here, I also did a leap here, but it could be improved by leaping onto the left side. But I don't think it would have mattered that much. If you were confident, you could leap between the blue feathered bird and the red feathered bird, but I decided to take it safe since I might need the leap in case I get into a bind. And over here I was thinking of a leap, but it turns out that I was at the wrong spot, which was a bit embarrassing. But finally found the leap that I was looking for. There's a shortcut at the right side of the stairs, which is much safer and quicker than going around the tree.
Okay.
Next is just following the white tiles. And just when I thought that I didn't need to use the extra leap,
oh my god, that was such a close call. Oh my god.
it literally saved my run, and I used the last leap to finish the map.
1.6 minutes, not bad.
The next map is Sandstorm. At the start it's pretty simple. The normal path is just by following into the cave, but I use a shortcut onto the cobble platform. Here I jumped onto the slab just so that I wouldn't lose momentum when I got, instead of following the wooden blocks, I jumped over to do one of the hardest leaps but failed.
What? Wait, is that not possible? No. No. There's actually no way.
Then I failed the next 2 attempts, and let's just say it wasn't a good time.
There we go.
Finally, after the 4th attempt, I made the jump, and the trick is to leap half a second after you jump. Next, I jump onto the dirt block that is sticking out and landed straight onto the slab. Then it was just textbook lava parkour. And here I started to slow down as these were 4 blocks apart, but I'm sure there are ways to make these jumps without stopping. Once I was done, it was pretty much a final sprint. On the left, you can land on the trapdoor where you can use 2 leaps, but I feel like that path is slower than just jump sprinting to the finish line.
In 1 minute. Whew.
Last but not least, Darkened Heights. This is the start of the maps that I was unfamiliar with. And I also had a feeling that there was a leap around here, which is why I looked a little lost. But then I started to go on a roll and pretty much followed the path in front of me. For some odd reason, I hesitate for a moment because I thought it was 5 blocks at first glance, but didn't really care about it the next second. Then I did a shortcut by using a leap at the end of the jump, because you actually can't land on it if you leap normally. Then it was just running on the wooden slabs. There's a small shortcut where instead of going under the tree, you can just walk around the tree.
Nice.
Next was jump sprinting while turning, which does get a while to get used to. Then it was another set of sprint jumping, but I pretty much immediately failed.
No! No! I was so close.
With the second attempt, the starting leap a lot more confident. I also aligned myself properly with the clay block at the start of the sprint jumps. And of course, I had to make another mistake. Only this time I didn't have to restart and I managed to get back on course with the help of the ladders.
Wait. Oh, there we go.
Pretty much sprinted my way towards the finish line and used my last remaining leap to complete it.
Yes, let's go. Under 2 minutes, not bad. And I think that's time. So yeah, I think that's about 9 unique maps in 30 minutes.
To add on to that note, here are my times from this video if you want to beat my record. And despite the game saying it's my first time, I've definitely had faster times on all of these maps. If this video is well received, I might do the same concept, but with a further twist, such as doing it leapless, or heck, doing it with a different kit, such as the digger. If you enjoyed this video whatsoever, then YouTube recommends you to watch this on a screen and also subscribe.